Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Dating Right. Passport sis. You know, the warning that they always give us, passport bros. You know, these women are just using us for green cards and visas and, you know, passports and stuff like that. It's funny how they never warn each other about these things. And guess what happened? They should have warned each other. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. Let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
So apparently this woman travels to Colombia and unexpectedly finds the love of her life. But bro calls it quit right after getting visa.
I love it, dude. It's just so funny that. But what is the main thing these women always say on Passport? Oh, they're just using you for your money, using you for your passport, using you for visa. As soon as they get their citizenship, they're gonna leave you. Why haven't you guys informed each other about what could happen to women too? Did you not think it was gonna happen to women?
I hope she learned a valuable lesson. Cause whew, the finesse.
And I'm not saying it can't happen to men. I'm not saying that. It happens to men a lot often too. But at least us men are kind of aware of it. And again, it's the men's fault that it happens to, in a sense, because they didn't vet the person properly. Just like I kind of blame her for not vetting the man properly. But there's some good people that know how to act, know how to get what they want, and being nice. So.
Hey, what's going on, good people? Apparently this woman went to Colombia and started dating a man, but the guy ended up leaving her once he got his visa. And this will be very interesting to see that everything they said will happen to passport men, you know, the women use them for the visas, blah, blah, blah. It looks like it's actually happening to women who is trying to be like passport men. So, you know, we got to get into it and chop it up. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment down below. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's get right into it.
I bought a one-way ticket to this small island near the Caribbean Sea because I just was losing it. Like, I found out the guy that I had been dating had like 2 kids, and I was like tattooing my face. Like, my mental health was abysmal.
He had 2 kids? Holy shit. City boys.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the sea. That's how all the crazy girls should heal. And I went with my friend, and she was like having little
this is just talking about like her past relationship. Okay.
Island romances and stuff, but I was like, ew. And she was like having little island romances and stuff.
And she went down there with her friend who was already down there having island romances, meaning they're just sleeping with all the men that's on the island, any man that they see or run into walking down. And
they say that we're the sex tourism. They're like sleeping with all of the men in the fucking island. Holy shit.
The street. He can be homeless, and they will have a random island experience with him.
So 3 days before we leave, we're on the beach, and I see this guy, and I'm just like, and I'm a world traveler, so I'm always seeing like good looking men, but I'm really shy. Like, I'm not gonna talk to a man. He has to come to me. But this man, I just saw him and I was like, I need him. I said this verbally, and he was looking at me, I was looking at him, and I was like smiling, and he was smiling back, and I was like, ah! So he goes in the ocean, and I'm like, oh my god, bro, like, we have to follow him. We go in the ocean.
Shy, but you want to go out to him? You're like stalking him now? Like, how shy are you?
And he's just like swimming, and I'm like staring at him, and I'm like, I need him. Like, I need him inside of me. And then this.
Holy shit. Is this how it works for women? They see a good looking man, I need him inside of me, like, now. Holy. I don't think I've ever, like, as a man, looked at a woman and be like, I need to be inside her, like, right now. Holy.
This guy who is Colombian but speaks English heard me, and he was like, oh my god, like, you want to be with that guy? And I was like, yes. And he's like, let's get you guys together, like, let's wingman. And so my friend and him were like planning how they're gonna like introduce us, because I'm shy. But he literally like watched us plot on him, and just he walked over and goes, ¿Cómo estás? I was like, bien, but I didn't speak good Spanish at the time. David, the wingman guy, was like translating for us, and he was putting in work. Like, he was trying to get us to kiss. And my man David succeeded. We literally were like making out in the ocean.
the first day, and like, it's just weird to me. Is it weird to me? Is it weird to you guys that women can just go and just do this like right away, immediately with strangers? Because I can't do it immediately with strangers like that. It's just awkward. That's like, and I'm a man, so it should be easier for me to go up and just kiss and, you know, sling random girls. I just can't. It's just awkward. So for women to feel so empowered and so safe to do these things whenever they want, in these countries, it's crazy.
And just all over each other. And I was like, I'm gonna take him home. Like, literally, we walked home. That's my friend. We walked home, and literally, I stopped and got, like, razors on the way. Like, I was like, yeah, like, tonight gonna be crazy. There's
Got razors on the way? You a little bushy or something? Or what's going on with these razors?
David, our translator. And so, took him home. We hooked up. I expected him, like, to leave the next day. No, he wakes up, starts making homemade arepas.
And it's funny how women can go to other countries and they can approach men all of a sudden.
Right.
It's like even now she's talking about traveling all over the world internationally, hooking up with guys, but she still describes herself as, you know, shy. Next thing you know, they walking up to men, sleeping with the men the same night, living their best life in other countries.
And so
That's what I was talking about. Holy shit.
So took him home. We hooked up. I expected him, like, to leave the next day. No, he wakes up, starts making homemade arepas.
I mean, he's a decent looking guy.
And I'm just like, literally, like, who is this man? But it was his birthday, so I did not kick him out. We instead took him to his
Right? Happens to be his birthday that next day.
aquarium, and we just, like, were vibing, having, like, a fun little romance. He was like, I want to spend the next 3 days together while you're here. I was like, okay, cool. Then it's time for me to leave. He takes me to the airport, and he's like, don't get on that.
I just think it's funny, like, how open these women are to foreigners. How they treat these foreigners. Why aren't they doing this to the black men and the men in the States? If they went about life as they are doing it now in these countries, they would find a good husband. But yet, their attitude doesn't change here, but when it goes to another country and they're looking for certain men and stuff, like they get different.
That flight, like, stay with me and live with me on this island. I'm like, you're crazy. I don't even know you. Bye. But while I was in Cartagena, we're still, like, FaceTiming. I'm practicing my Spanish, and the vibes are just good. Like, he even added me on a group chat with his family, and I was really liking him. Then my best friend who was doing this whole trip with me went to Barcelona, and I went back to Medellin alone and went to the dentist. They told me I need to have emergency wisdom teeth surgery. I had such a rough healing process, and he was like, please come to the island. I'll take care of you. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it. So I go back to the island, and
That's a little crazy. After you got surgery and you need to recover, you're going to go to a third world country to recover and have someone take care of you over there. Do you not have someone over here to do that? Like, I'm just I don't know. People do what they want.
I don't even have a dad, so I've really never been taken care of by a man.
Shocker.
But this man, I mean, literally spends hours preparing me soups, purees them, ices my face, makes saltwater rinses, cuts out my food for me. My sockets ended up getting infected, so I was in so much pain. He physically
That is a horrible thing to happen. So
carried me to get, like, pain shots. So I was like, you know what? This is my man. So I stayed on the island with him because I'm jobless. This is all such a jobless activity. He works as a barber.
see, this is the other part. She went jobless with no savings, no nothing. Like, at least we tell passport bros, you need some goddamn money. You need to have some kind of remote job. You need to be able to at least be retired to have a good chunk of money to siphon from your retirement or whatever it is, or find your job there, or, you know, whatever it is. You don't just go with no money and no job and just, like, hope that you can just make it somewhere. Like you gotta plan some shit out.
And tattoo artist, so he's a pretty free schedule. So we just, like, go to the beach in the middle of the day. He's cooked for me since we met, and which is amazing because I'm used to girl dinner, so finally I'm being nourished. And he's just so nice, like, gives haircuts to homeless guys on the island and, like, cooks them meals. I got really sick. I've actually been, like, dealing with a lot of health issues, and that's why I haven't been posting. And oh my God, I'm gonna cry, but the way this man is taking care of me, I can't even get into it because I'm gonna cry, but he's so real. My name tatted, took me to Cartagena to meet his dad's side of the family, and then I was like, okay, I have to go to Mexico for my group trips, and I just like Mexico better than Colombia, and he literally gets a passport, comes with, and already has a job. I get comments like, oh my God, like, what if he's using you for a visa? I am not marrying him anytime soon. I don't live in America to sponsor someone for a visa, and he's Venezuelan. They literally have temporary protected status in the U.S., just like Ukrainians, and he has family that lives in Georgia that can sponsor him. People are so worried about you getting used because you're dating someone foreign, but y'all be getting used by American men. So we don't have to like get married for him to move to the U.S., but if y'all see us on 90 Day Fiance, just know we're getting a bag.
A few moments later.
Can we talk about it? City Boy is up 1,000. Well, he's from Colombia, so Colombian boy is up 10,000 points. Because apparently this woman thought that she was going to go to Colombia and find the love of her life. She thought she was going to be like a 90-day fiance and go find the love of her life in this place. And thought it was really going to work out. And then guess what happened?
What happened?
This guy loved her. Then he left as soon as he got the visa. And this is why I keep telling y'all, why y'all keep going to all of these foreign countries looking for love, and they worse than Americans? Y'all think y'all gonna find somebody better than American boys?
I agree with this gentleman. You know, like, I don't think Western women are gonna find better men majority of the time than Western men. We are the nicer of most men of other groups. Other men are quite ruthless to women and just how they were raised differently. So they don't treat women as equals as people in the West do.
Outside America, and these men are way worse, all right? And they actually going to use and manipulate you. Of course, in America, we're going to gaslight you a little bit, baby. We're going to upset you. We're going to terrorize you. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. But we're not going to get a visa on you. We might put a little credit in your name. We might put a little Range Rover, a little Jeep Wrangler in your
Whoa, Range Rover. This guy, this guy doing too much now. Like a Range Rover.
name. But we ain't going to scam you and leave you internationally. Listen, Colombian boy is up 10,000 points. City boy is up 10,000 points. Stop going to foreign countries looking for love, thinking that you're going to find somebody better. These people do not live the United States experience, and they are trying to get out of their situation. Y'all there to have fun, be on the beach and play, and he's trying to get out of that shack and that favela that he lives in. Y'all be going to marry these men and these women that live in these little huts in Vietnam and the Caribbean, and you think that, oh, I'm going to just stay here. No, they try to come to America and live that American dream, and you are their meal.
Someone agree and disagree. A lot of people have visited at least people from Asia have visited the U.S. Some don't want to, some want to. I know like half my family in Cambodia. Some want to come over, some don't want to come over. They have decent lives over there, and they know life over here is pretty hard. As in like the amount of work you have to do compared to the amount of work you have to do over there.
Ticket. They are not there for love. They may love you later, but these people are ruthless and trying to get out of their situation. He is tired of taking showers with a gallon of water. He's tired of taking showers with a bucket of water in the corner. And you really thought he was going to love you forever and be there for you. As soon as he got that visa, he dipped. Stop trying to take advantage of these people. Go there, have fun, and then leave. Then y'all get mad at passport bros for just going there having fun. But y'all really going there trying to meet the love of your life. And he don't speak no English. All he knows is give me visa, passport. America? All right, he hightailed it straight to America where he probably had a side family waiting. All his cousins and all his stuff was like that was waiting.
But I didn't speak good Spanish at the time. David, the wingman guy, was like translating for us, and he was putting in work. Like, he was trying to get us to kiss.
And look, guys, let's not gloss over that part, because the guy's wingman was kind of pushing him onto her. Like, so I think it was pretty obvious that he really wasn't into her like that. I think he eventually saw her as just somebody to sleep with for the night and see where things go. Yeah, I think this man just saw the fact that she was a woman that was already head over heels in love with him, and he saw an opportunity for a woman that was easy for the night, easy for the summer. So he went for it. A lot of us.
This is why I say you need to find a woman that's into you. She was super into him. Did not give a fuck about what he had, what he was doing. He was pretty much the Caribbean Pookie, right? She didn't give a fuck. This is why you need to find a woman that's that into you. And then you can make something happen. But this is kind of sad at the same time. Whew, that was some damn good chow, you know. Shout outs to Dating Right, always putting out great passport bros and sis videos. Passport sis really need to warn each other. I mean, shit. You know, when it happens to passport bros, we don't care because he should have known better. You know, when it happens to passport sis, we say the same thing. Should have known better. Equal rights, right? Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.